Taurus, this is your week ahead tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is a message for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Please take all the energy that I describe where it resonates in your life and how it resonates in your life. If you want the full technical astrology breakdown, I have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation, and I invite you to watch your Taurus astrology forecast every single week. I would love to have you subscribed over there too. This is an energy reading and it comes to you when it's supposed to. It is a timeless reading. Feel free to peruse and check out all the readings on this channel, because if one calls to you, then it's for you. Also, feel free to leave comments below, because I love it when you guys share, if you feel like it. We had food and strangers. It seems to be that you will be socializing with people you don't know this week. And so there is a level of discomfort there, but there also is a level of pleasure. There's also, I think, what's really optimized here is opportunity and being opportunistic and taking chances, like going out on business dinners or going to conventions or going to however it plays out. Just this sense of being around people you don't really know, though the food and wine will be good. This sense of not necessarily being in your comfort zone, but knowing that it's the right time to be there. So from what I can see right now, if you have a chance to go out and be social, especially when it comes to networking, there is that sense of being around strangers this week that you could make into an opportunity. Or it could just mean that you are going to be partying a lot and overindulging around people you don't know as well, or maybe if you don't know them as well as you think you do. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It just means that you're kind of putting yourself out there where things aren't anticipated or expected. And I say good on ya, but let's see how it works out. Taurus. Oh. We got a lot coming out, and none of it's facing me. Uh-oh. The one that showed up was defeat. And so I think clearly that's on the top of your mind. There is some loss or finish and ending that maybe you can conceive as defeat. Five of Swords, the sense of just being raked across the coals, being, taken for all you have. This sense of feeling like you didn't get what you wanted, or you didn't win what you wanted. And that's on top of all of these things. And maybe that's why you're now around, or like, well, I gotta get out there and be around different people, because of maybe there's just let's see, I don't know why this is first and foremost on your mind, but there is a sense of, there's a disappointment here. There's the Hangman, this sense of having to wait for something, disappointed because you have to wait for it, or disappointed by something you'd waited a long time for and it ended up not happening. So that gives me a little bit more insight as to why you feel defeat. And so you decided to go into a different direction. And there is that sense of still that kind of bitter taste in the back of your mouth that remembers that you're here because you didn't win. But you know what? That's how God kicks you out the door. It's like if you get shoved out of a door, it's because you probably should have left years before and you just didn't. So there is that sense of, yes, you're right. God wants you to go into a different direction. He doesn't want you to get lost. But there is a sense of, as long as you can keep this balance this week, Taurus, you could actually experience a lot of different things and find aspects of yourself that you really you weren't aware of yet. And then we have you showing up in your own reading. And there you are, traditional value systems, being traditional, being Taurus, sticking true and being yourself. This actually really helps me. It makes me feel good about what I'm seeing here, because it tells me you're not going to lose yourself. You were inspired to take a step outside of your comfort zone and put yourself into a strange environment because you finished something, or you lost something, or you didn't get all that you expected to get out of doing what you were doing. Now, I don't know if that really matters anymore. What I think matters is that you are heading in a different direction, but you don't necessarily know where the direction is leading. Or if you have chosen a destination, I don't think I think the destination will end up surprising you. I don't think that the destination is going to be. But let's see. Where are we headed? Where is Taurus headed? Where is Taurus headed? Okay, you are definitely on the move. Maybe physically deciding to move somewhere different. Okay. I think finding people who appreciate you is a big deal. So I asked where you were headed, right? And I got the 6 of Swords. So you're headed in a direction away from stress. You're headed in a direction that's actually a lot healthier for you. And I think that you've gotten solutions to problems. You've actually worked it out. And getting on the move, getting on the road, or moving, maybe this is metaphoric, right? But it's just going in a different direction is actually the best thing for you. Some of you, it's actually a move. What came out next was the 8 of Cups. So you're definitely moving away from a situation that you were done with. And I think right now it's like getting away first and then being able to finally emotionally release and let go. There is a full moon that's coming up on June 3rd, 4th. So there is a sense of finally being able to let go because you're realizing I don't want to put any more energy or effort into a situation, or it's just empty for me now. So definitely choosing to move and release and let go. There's some sort of conflict here or fights, maybe a whole hell of a lot of challenge or competition when it came to something artistic. There's also making peace with all the challenges and dissonance that got in your way, especially when it comes to work or how you wanted to be appreciated and in which scenario that you wanted to be appreciated. So there's just this sense of trying to find a more peaceful place or level things out, even things out, and finding a peaceful solution to all that crazy competition and the chaos that I don't think you want. What I think you want is for somebody to recognize that you're good at what you do. You are really great at what you do. And ultimately, I think that you're not giving up. I think that you're deciding, well, maybe I have to look in different areas. Maybe I have to look in different places. Now, this could be geographical places, actual different places, or it could be amongst different people at a different kind of career. And, it's just definitely a sense of I got to put my feelers out because I don't want to change what I do. I want to find the people who know that I'm good at what I do. That's the kind of energy that's kind of wafting off of this. Okay, so where is Taurus headed? Where is Taurus headed? It's not going to be easy. And we got the 7 of Wands, which just means that you're going to inch along for a while and you're not or at least right now, you're not seeing huge leaps forward. And I'm also confirmed that, there's a sense of you're going to have to stick, screw your courage to the sticking place. You're going to have to fight for every inch you gain. There's a lot of responsibilities that you're taking on your back. This could be also something new for you. But there's a sense of headed towards your dreams come true, headed toward it's almost like you're just discovering making my dreams come true is directly proportional to how much work I put in it. And if I want my dreams to come true or I really want to make this happen, I've got to double up on my work. I've got to push. I've got to decide to not give up. If you were on the fence, there's your answer. Decide to not give up and keep moving forward, even if you're only inching forward. It's in that decision to not get up that you're actually going to find major contentment and happiness. This could also be you've struggled for a long time and you were carrying a heavy burden on your shoulder. And finally now, by the end of this week, there's going to be some sign of I can be happy. I can find someone. Maybe if you're looking for someone, it's going to be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Earth, water sign, or somebody who is very sensitive and loving, though they may be more quiet, but they're definitely like a grown-ass person. This could also just be finding emotional contentment and being okay with who you are. but it's like you've struggled so much, you've worked so much, you haven't given up, and yet everything seems like it keeps weighing you down, and you take on more and more and more challenges. There's something opening up for you now, and I want to get into that. Let's pull your moon card, because we have a Sagittarius full moon coming up this week. Oh, there's big change. Conclusions are within reach. So emotionally, you're going to be able to know what's important to you, or you're going to be able, you're going to be able to know what's important to you. You're also going to be able to know how you feel or how somebody else feels, and or both. This is happening around the full moon. There's a shift in emotions, not necessarily a shift. A decision, knowing how I feel and knowing what I want. And maybe in some cases, depends on your situation, knowing who I want. Can we get into the details, God, please? So what are the conclusions that Taurus comes to? And what is the Star card? Queen of Pentacles is here. The Star card, first of all, is how good you are at what you do. And slow and steady wins the race. This is very practical energy. It's almost like I feel secure enough in my emotions now to not let them run amok with me, but instead to just make responsible choices. I want to feel those tangibles in my hands, and you're going to. You're going to feel those tangibles in your hands. This is maybe somebody, or maybe it represents you. Like just having something to manage. But what do you want to do? It's almost like work. I don't know if it's work, but like, what do you really want? That's where you're headed, toward really knowing. And it's this exploration that you needed to go through in order to do it. So that's the conclusions, is knowing, okay, in other words, as scared as you are, or you've been, and as much of the risks that you've been taking, this is telling me that by the end of the week, after the full moon, you will have decided. You won't be lost anymore. Whether it's because you found the group that you belong to, or found what you're passionate about, or found people who appreciate you, whatever it is, you'll tangibly be able to hold it in your hand by the end of this week, because you'll know, you'll have decided. And that's, once again, it's requiring that you be present in this decision. It's not you just check out and the universe is handling it. No, you've had to actively be here, be in trepidatious, take the risks to move forward, despite the fact that you were disappointed. You were starting from a place of not getting what you want, but deciding to move forward has changed the game, and deciding to be around different people has changed the game. And that is going to actually help you understand what it is, or where it is you actually belong, or what you belong doing. And then we have Temperance again. It showed up twice. So ultimately, when you're using 3 different decks and you're getting the same cards, this is a sense of working things out. This is also Sagittarius energy. Something around that new moon, that full moon, really helps you find a piece, or makes you be able to work things out. There could also be some idea that you come up with, if you're in the creative fields, that will actually make fucking money, right? It's like the great discovery. Let's get a little bit more into that. Where is this piece coming from? What is the Star card? It's knowing yourself. It's this Leo energy. Venus goes into Leo this week. It's knowing who the hell you are and realizing just how much you love yourself. It's also a sense of success because you know who you are and you found your strength. You found your strength because you put yourself through some uncomfortable stuff. So where is it taking you? Let's go to the extended. I cannot wait. The extended link is up above in the description box. It's also, I'll pin it to the top of the comment section. It's attached to this video. Come on over and join me. If you're on a television set, you won't be able to get to it, but I can tell you, just grab your cell phone, your laptop, your desktop. All of those versions of YouTube have the links fully available to you. I'll see you there.